Hello, everybody. My name is Amazing Zandrock. In 2003, a show by the name of Code Lyoko was produced by Moonscope Studios. I remember there. Everything's written down. In 2004, the show premiered. Alright, so the show premiered in 2003. In 2004, the show premiered in the US on the Cartoon Network on the time block of Megumi, which was weird. You got rid of Toonami for it. Anyways, when that show was released, I thought it was fucking amazing. This show is awesome. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Intro, the show, everything is, I thought it was amazing. All of it. And the show ended in about 2007. I guess maybe 2008 for us. I can't remember exactly. Because honestly, I don't remember actually ever seeing the season finale on TV. I remember having to go online to watch the season finale for whatever reason. And I think that might have been around 2010 to 2000, in between like 2010 to 2012 is probably the time frame that happened in. And that's been about 3 to 5 years since. 4 to 6 years, probably since I watched the season finale, and since I even watched the show at all. So, and I haven't watched. I was actually pretty excited when Code Lyoko Evolution was released or announced or whatever, but I never did end up watching that. And apparently there was also a book series, or that was like a chapter or whatever, like a 4-issue chapter series of the events after Code Lyoko. And from what I read, it was like Senna survived again, Alita's mother, more about her past, other stuff. I never read that either. And after watching Mr. Inter's top 10 cartoon intros, for those in between scenes, he's like, all right, number 4, number 3, number 2. He was playing the Code Lyoko intro at the very beginning of it, and Code Lyoko's intro was even included in the top 10. I think it was either number 4 or number 3. And after watching that, I was just like, I had this big urge to actually go back and watch Code Lyoko for some reason. And so I decided, hey, why not record reactions of it? I watched the episode, then I say, this is what I thought of it. Was it good? Was it bad? Or is it as good as I remember? Or was it bad or is it like is it not as good as I remembered? Who knows? Well, I mean, I've already watched the first episode and I already recorded for that. I kind of decided to do this afterwards. So yeah. So episode 1 of Code Lyoko. Pretty funny looking back at it, watching it. First off, the immediate thing that happened was the intro, which is... The intro is so fucking amazing. I mean, seriously. Like, there's so many times where the intro will happen during the episode, and every single time the intro music just steals the scene. Like, you're just drawn in because of that music. You're just sucked in. I need to just make I need to actually make a list, and because I always say I probably put this in my top 10. I put this in top 15. I need to actually sit down and make a list so I know, because this would it's the intro is just so fucking amazing. God, it's just so good. It's just so fucking amazing. And you don't even. And it's one of those songs where you don't even I don't even understand what's being said half the time. Like, I sing along and I just go I don't even know what's being said. I just fucking love it. So just the intro is really fucking amazing. I don't even. There's nothing to even say more about it. It's the first thing I saw when watching episode 1. It was just it went right in. Unlike some shows that kind of they have that intro thing that happens, or kind of sets up what might happen to the rest of the episode, or just kind of be something completely random. It just immediate intro, and you're just like, fuck yeah. Seriously, I'm not gonna. All right, gotta move on. But something I noticed during the intro that I didn't even think about when I was watching this series years ago when it first came on is everyone has such a huge fucking forehead. They're like gigantic. I remember watching Naruto and like the characters in that show were just like, oh my god, Sakura has a huge forehead, and I was just looking at it, I was like, what? Like it doesn't look. It's like a normal forehead to me. It doesn't look fucking huge. You watch this, it's like, whoa. Here's like here like all right. So imagine my head, all right. Here's the mouth, like here's the nose, like here's the eyes, and like everything up is like just forehead, and they get hair. It's I saw that, I noticed that, and it's just fucking hilarious. Their foreheads are funny as fuck. There's nothing else to even say about it, really. They're just fucking huge foreheads. I made lists of what I saw throughout the episode. I should go ahead and say this first. Like the voice acting is, I'll say that. Okay, so I wrote down Yuta's fucking foreheads. I have that written down. So the first two characters you actually see is like Mia or Millie and her friend, who I can't remember who her name is. And then there's reporters. They have like a larger. I remember they have like more screen time in this episode than like I think they ever have in any other episode. And it's been a while since I watched all the episodes, so that's just from what I remember. But Sissy, who, if you, I mean, Sissy's the popular girl that everyone really kind of hates, but for whatever reason she's popular. And you see these, in like shows, you see the fucking popular kids, and they hang out with like other popular kids. People look just as fucking beautiful. I just watched Danny Phantom like the entire series, and there's like Pauline, and they're like there's her friend, Pauline's friend, and then they have like the actual one. And you always see them hanging out with each other, and like in this show, like Sissy's hanging out with like the two least popular kids in the school. They have to be. One's like smart, but not smart as Oren. I'm still having trouble remembering all their names. Like even though I just watched it, just the names at this point, just whatever. He's like the second most smartest kid in school, who has like acne all over his face. And like the other fucking kid who's like super, who's tall, he has fucking shaggy hair and like he wears shorts and just a t-shirt. He wears orange shorts with like a blue t-shirt. I don't know why. Like at first, it's like are they just like her like stalking posse where they just kind of follow her wherever she goes? Because I don't really remember I don't remember Sissy ever hanging out with anybody else. Like, whenever you see Sissy, it's those other two that are with her. That's, like, it. Like, I don't even remember anyone else. Like, anyone else she hangs with. Or, like, I don't even think, like, either that or they don't get a name for them. Let's see. Alright, so, like any other starting show, in episode 1 of any other show, it does it's something every other show does, where it just throws like all these words at you that you don't understand what they mean at all until like later on. Like, when Oren's talking to Aelita, he's like, how's everything going? Like, it just goes into that. It doesn't explain who Aelita is. It's just like one of those shows where it's like it'll be explained in time. And it's like, Aelita, how are are they activities in the towers? And I'm starting to figure out the program to materialize you in the real world. And she's like, the materialization program is fucking amazing. And you get all these words. Also, another thing was when Billy asked Auric to the dance, he turned her down. But when I saw that, I didn't look at Auric and just go, you're a jackass for denying her. He's just like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm older than you. They're fucking older. Like it's not like it's like you're not really sure. No, it's fucking obvious. And he's like, I already have a date. I'm sorry. And it's just and Miley's friends just like Millie's friends just like, oh, you could have turned it down a nicer way. It's like, what nicer way could you have done it? It's like maybe it's just me, but I don't see any nicer way it could have been done. That was the nice way. And something I just remember this, or I didn't just remember it, but like watching it, like when the scene came out, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember like these kind of scenes, where they show these characters a lot of times, and like they're not a lot of times, because I don't want to say it like that, but you see these characters like off, like I don't even know, I don't even remember how often it happened, but like from time to time you see them. And like their bras in like underwear, like the female character, or in their panties, the female characters. And I saw this, and I was just and I was looking at it because I was doing something else on the computer, but I was watching. Like whatever. I looked over at the right moment, and I looked at Sissy, and her ass crack is actually showing. And I just looked, and I was like, "You actually drew that? You actually drew Sissy's ass crack." I don't even know how. I don't even remember how old they are. They're like they have to be like in the 14 to 16 age range. And, like, they just show her fucking ass crack. And all right, so we don't even know much about the character Zena yet. The character Zena, this villain throughout the entire series. We don't know nothing about him yet. But we do know he can take control of like inanimate objects. He fucking creeps on this on Sissy, and my first thought was like I remember in like season 2, you get the like tentacle monsters, and like my mind was just like, oh god, this is like becoming one of my tentacle anime. And so this is where like I want to talk about, like I was trying to talk about earlier, but the voice acting is like, it's not bad. I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's the best. And it's not bad. It's like somewhere in between, like it's decent. But it really hit me when Sissy started screaming. Crying. It was like the funniest fucking thing. It was even funnier than the hair. I mean, the head, like the forehead. She was screaming like, it was so fucking hilarious. Alright, so Zena can take control of things, and in this first episode, you see like the extent of his power, and he takes a little tiny teddy bear and turns it into a 2-story tall teddy bear that is obviously so heavy that it can make imprints. Like when it walks, it makes like it's in the street, and it's just like, good, like finds the road some. It's fucking prints in the road. And Jim, who is the gym leader, the gym teacher, Jim is the gym teacher, meets this 2-foot tall teddy bear. And to his credit, he doesn't run in fear immediately. He says he knows karate, and then immediately like starts crying in fear. And the next scene is immediately him. I don't think it was like the immediate next scene, but the next scene was him describing to the principal, the headmaster, of what happened to him, about how he got attacked by a 2-story tall teddy bear that knows karate, and is not sent to a mental ward immediately. That doesn't happen. So that's something that happened, yeah. So what I heard down. I'll talk about that later. So yeah, there's Lyoko. I always like their transitions when they're going to the lab to get to Lyoko. When they go into the sewers, they get like their skateboards and I don't know why I'm blanking on names now. But like they take the skateboards and their scooters and they ride off to the sewers. I always thought that was pretty. I don't know why I always like those scenes. So something that like I honestly started thinking about more was in the first episode. Odd's the only character that goes into Lyoko in the first episode, which was one of those things that actually made me want to watch the next episodes. Where it was like in the first episode you only see Odd, but there's 3 of them, so it's like, so what about the other guys? It's like, I want to see what see what happens there, or what they look like in Lyoko, but you can't see them in the intro anyways. But anyways, Odd has a power in Lyoko that allows him to see future events that will happen in Lyoko. He has a special ability. It's like a secret ability, never explained. I don't remember it being explained. So yeah, that's the thing. All right, so Ulrich stayed behind to make sure the school is safe from the giant teddy bear. And during the party that's going on, instead of just pulling the fire alarm, that would be best. He decides to cut the mic, get a new mic, and say how they need to evacuate the school immediately, and that they need to listen to them. I think there was a fire alarm like over there somewhere. Just pull it. It's effective, probably even more so. Just saying, just an option. And so yeah, they have the ability to turn back time. That isn't explained until like season 3 or like I don't think it's explained until like season 3, 4, or 5. Like no, the first 2 episodes of season 3, I think someone explains it. Kind of, I know the first 2 episodes of season 3 is like how pretty much everything started, but I don't think the time control everything is ever really explained. It's just a thing that happens, which allows them to have the next scene of just like the first part of the episode where Millie asks Ulrich to the dance, and then they change their things. They change what happens, and I like what they do a lot of times with it. The last thing I need to say about the episode, in specific to the episode, is I don't know. I have to watch the scene like 5 times to like make sure I was like, am I hearing this right? Am I getting it wrong? Am I just stupid? Do I have bad hearing or something? Is when Millie asks Ulrich to the dance again, he walks up to her and accepts, and he calls her son of a bitch. He doesn't call her Millie. He calls her. He calls her Yumi. I put this scene like 5 times, and I was just like, I heard it. I was like, it stops. Turn it up, listen. Turn it up, listen. Turn it up, listen. And I kept on hearing Yumi for some reason. I kept hearing Yumi, and I was like, what? So I think there might have been a mistake there, or again, I'm just stupid. I don't know. And the final opinions of what I remember. I definitely think I like this show a little bit more when it first aired, because I'm not like immediately wanting to see the next episode. Like I want to watch the next episode. But I'm not like I need to watch it now. I need to watch it now. But I still liked it. Yeah. See you guys in episode 2 then.